I have been every voice.
You are the chosen one! Anakin! Anakin!
This is where the fun begins.
Inside your head.
Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we have some really exciting new details for the Bad Batch. We're also going to be talking about Katee Sackhoff, The Mandalorian Season 3 and more. As always guys, before I dive into the news, please may I ask you to hit that big red subscribe button if you've not done so already, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle to be alerted each and every time that I post new content. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's dive straight into it. Now as I stated, we have an exciting rumour for the Bad Batch, but first of all let's take a look at the new poster that was released yesterday. A new poster for Star Wars The Bad Batch shows Clone Force 99 being watched by a shadowy Emperor Palpatine. The new animated series from the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels head Dave Filoni follows the titular team of elite clones in the days following Revenge of the Sith. Tech-heavy Echo, Crosshair and Hunter abandon their post as Imperial soldiers and go on the run, prompting pursuit from Moff Tarkin and his forces. Another familiar face has been revealed in this poster, Emperor Palpatine himself. The poster shared on Disney Plus's Twitter account shows the whole team alongside young Omega gearing up for action, but now it looks as though Emperor Palpatine will be involved as well. We did see him in the initial trailer, and if Palpatine has a personal stake in the capture of Clone Force 99, it could suggest that they possess something of high value to the Empire. It could even be Omega herself, the young girl who comes with them when they leave Kamino. Some people have theorized that Omega is the final clone made from Jango Fett's genetic template. If that's the case, then Omega certainly will be valuable enough for Palpatine's plans to warrant his personal involvement in her return. Now personally, I doubt that Palpatine's going to play a big role in the Bad Batch, but of course he was the one who initiated Order 66, and he is the grand orchestrator of the Clone Wars. Interestingly enough, a lot of people have pointed out that this poster reminds them of the Rise of Skywalker template, with Palpatine vaguely in the background. I also agree with this article in stating that Omega has something to do with Palpatine and he is after her, but we just have to wait and see. Now let's talk about some really exciting details for the Bad Batch, because this was announced in the latest live stream of KRT. In the latest stream, the known leakers were asked by a fan about possible cameos in the Bad Batch. They spent some time speculating, but then they dropped something really big. They know who saved Grogu from Order 66, and it will be shown. Apparently, it's a well-known Jedi, and a huge plot twist is waiting for us. So a couple of weeks ago, I did put out a video theorizing that we will see the rescue of Grogu in the Bad Batch. And just after The Mandalorian Season 2 finished, I posted a video explaining who possibly saved Grogu from the Great Jedi Purge. I gave out options of Jedi, but the one I personally came to was Jocasta Nu, but a lot of people seem to think it's Mace Windu. So going back to Kessel Run Transmission's video, in their live streams chat, fans were tossing out names left and right, including a lot of the usual suspects, Quinlan Vos and so on. But one lesser known name kept cropping up, and it was indeed Jocasta Nu. The KRT guys implied that Lucasfilm had been planning Grogu's rescue for a long time, and we will actually see it. It's very likely to be in the Bad Batch, but it could also be in a flashback sequence in The Mandalorian Season 3 or even Season 4. Now in the video I made about Grogu appearing in the Bad Batch, I did state it makes a lot more sense for them to show it in animated form so it doesn't overlap with The Mandalorian and the plot thread that they're trying to build with Mando. But I want to know what you guys think of this rumour/leak. Do you think we're going to see Grogu being rescued in the Bad Batch? If not, why? And also, who do you think saved Grogu from Order 66? Let me know in the comments down below, I'll be really fascinated to read them. So now my friends, we're going to talk about The Mandalorian. This is an article that really threw me off. I was not expecting something like this, but let's talk about it. So apparently Katee Sackhoff and the cast for The Mandalorian Season 2 finale were told that the Luke Skywalker cameo was actually Plo Koon. So in case you're not aware, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni kept things very secretive, even amongst the cast and crew. They did know that Grogu was going to be rescued and taken by a Jedi, but they didn't know who it was until they literally watched it at home, just like the rest of us did. But apparently they were told it was going to be none other than Plo Koon, who seemingly died in Revenge of the Sith. Now initially I think, this was obviously just a joke and they were just trying to throw them off, and they just threw out a name of a random Jedi. But I believe that while they didn't make it Plo Koon who rescued Grogu, maybe they do have plans for that Jedi in upcoming shows. And yes, I know it seems like he died on screen, but maybe that's not the whole story. So let's take a look at what this article says. One of the most buzzworthy moments in television last year was The Mandalorian Season 2 finale, in particular when Luke Skywalker showed up with R2-D2 to take Grogu away for Jedi training. While appearing in a recent charity stream with Star Wars Explained, Bo-Katan Kyrze actress Katee Sackhoff revealed that she had initially been told the character was none other than the prequel trilogy fan favourite Plo Koon. Audiences only ever saw his ship being shot down, which has made some fans wonder in the years since if the Jedi could potentially still exist within the Star Wars universe, being someone who survived Order 66 66. Still, the notion that the cast members of The Mandalorian were led to believe that Plo was really the Jedi behind the finale's big moment is definitely still endearing. But in a way, it makes sense considering how tight-lipped the cast and crew were before season 2 premiered. Jon Favreau told Good Morning America a few months ago that it was very tricky because it's very hard to keep a secret nowadays, especially with Star Wars, because people are so curious about it. There are so many people involved with the process, with visual effects, finishing, making it, filming it, the studios, the whole lot. He went on to say, we were so scared right up until the last moment that our surprise cameo was going to leak too. But we started the whole series with the Grogu reveal, and that was a secret everyone was really blown away by. Part of that is not telling too many people, not having merchandise that's been tooled up and announced and that kind of thing. But what do you guys make of this? Do you think Plo Koon is still alive? Do you think he survived Order 66? Was this just a random Jedi that Dave Filoni pulled out the hat to throw people off with? I think it's very interesting indeed, and it has made me wonder, did Plo Koon even die in episode 3? As I say, with all of these prequels questions we have, a lot of them are going to be answered in the Bad Batch, because remember, we are getting at least 20 episodes. I mean, we've been told we're going to get 14, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be between 20 and 22, and that's just for season 1. So as I say, a lot of questions are probably going to get answered, and I can't wait to see them on screen. And bear in mind, my friends, we're only 2.5 weeks away from the premiere dropping. It's going to be 70 minutes long. I'm going to give you my review and hopefully do a breakdown. It might take 1 or 2 parts to do it, but I am going to be giving you my analysis and breakdowns. So finally, we're going to be talking about Kelly Marie Tran, because apparently Rose Tico is getting her own Star Wars movie. So if you guys remember, she was bullied quite heavily, and she faced a lot of unwarranted and unfair backlash. And I think she was absolutely excellent in The Last Jedi. She was done wrong by J.J. Abrams in The Rise of Skywalker, so hopefully she will be involved in a Star Wars project going forward. Now, she did state that she's not interested in Star Wars, at least for the near future, but apparently Lucasfilm and Disney are in talks to really try and entice her back to do her character justice. In a somewhat recent interview, she did say if the character was going to be done justice, she might consider returning. So I think this is really exciting. I did like her character. That's not a very popular opinion, but if I didn't give you my honest truths, there would be no point in doing this channel. So, that's my view on it. I really hope to see Rose Tico again, and she deserved better. So let's see what happens. But let me know your thoughts of this and all of this news update in the comments down below. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the bell, do all that good stuff down below. And also, guys, if you're feeling generous and want to contribute to the channel, please consider becoming a patron, where for just $2 a month you get exclusive access to content that's not found here on YouTube. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you all a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.